Yo, welcome back gang, man. Y'all cannot believe what just happened. I just received my biggest order ever. It's insane. I'ma just get right into the juicy stuff and show y'all, man. I just received an order for 2 pairs of custom Jordans, bro. 2 pairs? And that's not just it. And also a pair of custom Vans.
Oh my god.
Come on. This guy is locked in. For real, he's a true ride or die for the Dusty Mike brand. And this is not just a one-time customer. He's ordered from me before. It's the same guy who also ordered the Tanjiro and Rengoku Air Force Ones back in the day. And also the Bleach Air Force Ones I did, man. Hey, the OG supporters on this channel know what I'm talking about. The same guy ordered those 2 pairs in the past. Hey, I'm so happy right now. I'm gonna just go ahead and out your name, bro. Joel, thank you so much for your order, man. Hey, you've been so kind to support me for a long time. And for real, you've been waiting for like 1.5 years or something before I started doing customs again, and you are just on it, bro. You're just ready. This video is for you, man. Salute. Let me see some W Joels in the comments below, man. Let's go ahead and give this guy the respects he deserves. And it's not even just some boring customs. He chose peak on peak on peak, bro. The Vans are gonna be Dragon Ball, Jordans are gonna be One Piece, and solo leveling my G. Bro, this whole order is gonna be fire. I'm gonna be careful my house don't burn down, bro. The thing is, alright, watch this. The Jordan customs aren't just your common customs, bro. Your normal customs I usually do. Joel here, the absolute madman, the big stepper Joel here, ordered both Jordans to be deluxe customs, bro. Yeah, crazy, that's insane. Only had 1 deluxe order since I ever started making them. This guy ordered 2 deluxe Jordans, bro. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna cook so hard, bro. I'm gonna cook so hard. It's insane, bro. This is my biggest order ever. You can't tell me nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and prep these shoes real quick. I started off painting the solo leveling Jordan 1s. My client was pretty clear that he wanted the design to include Jinwoo and his shadows. So for the left shoe I went with Jinwoo and Igris. This scene is from when Jinwoo was fighting the Ice Elves back in the beginning of season 2. Bro had so much aura for real, and fresh cut too to start off the season. Jeez, bro was clean. Everything he does is so tough. I also really like this pose because it's so unique and dynamic. You know, with his dagger in the front and with the tilted angle too. Come on, bro. I can't even lie, Igris is actually my favorite shadow from his army. So I was actually more than happy to include him in this design. Hey, which one of Jinwoo's shadows is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I wanted to make this deluxe order special. So I decided to add my newest trait to this design, glow in dark paint. It's my first time making glow in dark sneakers, but I've actually made it an option for people to add to their purchase on my website. Now you can think about if you want your next pair to have glow in dark effects. Most of Jinwoo's base magic is blue. So I'm using this Bahama blue neon color from Angelus. This part definitely took the longest since I have to paint over the design multiple times to make the glow more efficient. I also mixed in a bit of normal glow in dark blue color. It's the same color I used for my Demon Slayer painting. But once I finally get started with the lineups, I know I've made it. It's always the hardest but also the most satisfying part of my painting process. It's so relaxing for real. But since this is a deluxe custom, I'm not done yet. I also have to do the inner side of the shoe. For this design, I chose a close-up of Jinwoo. It's from the end of season 2. So on the outer side of the shoe we have the beginning of season 2, and on the inner side we have the end of season 2. Yes, I know I'm cooking. And for his shadows I chose Tusk and his dragon Kaisel. These are the biggest of his shadows, at least in size, so I thought it would be cool to have them next to each other. I know Tusk normally wears skulls around his neck, but my client asked me to replace them. So I switched them out with glowing orbs. I actually like this design a bit better. It looks way more magical. To be honest, I think this is my favorite close-up of Jinwoo. It's so cool, man. With his one eye covered up by his blue magic, his smirk is so tough, man. He just knows nobody can hang with him by the end of the season. Wearing a suit and tie as well? Bro, who are you feeling like, gang? Now for the right shoe design, I chose Jinwoo standing together with Iron Man Tank, but I had decided to change up the color scheme for this one. I wanted the right shoe of this whole custom to show Jinwoo's ability called Monarch's Domain. This is one of his abilities that boosts the power of all of his shadows and their aura basically turn purple. It looks clean as hell in the anime, so I really want to recreate it. For the inner design, I went with a semi close-up of Jinwoo. And for his shadow, I went with his most recent one, Beru. Beru is definitely Jinwoo's strongest shadow, and for good reason. He was banging with Jinwoo. When that episode dropped, the hype was insane. Was all over my feed on social media. What a time, man, what a time. I used the normal acrylic leather paint for a purple base layer, just like I did on the other side. And I thought I could mix the blue and red glow-in-dark paint to create a purple glow-in-dark paint. But let's just say it didn't go exactly as planned. Sorry for the quick interruption here. I'm still working on the solo leveling Jordans. Right now it's a bit more pinkish, which is not the desired color at all. A shout out to all my JJK fans out there, man. Y'all know what I'm trying to cook up with the red and blue. I actually decided to buy a new glow-in-dark paint, like a new color of glow-in-dark paint that's supposedly purple. So all I can basically do right now is to wait for that glow-in-dark paint color to arrive, and once it does, I'll basically be able to continue working on the right shoe, because I'm almost done with the left shoe here. As you can see, I'm basically done with the left shoe here. I'll just sit on my ass here and wait for the purple glow-in-dark paint to arrive. In the meantime, I think I'll be setting up the other shoes. I'll be probably sketching out the One Piece Jordans and also the Dragon Ball Vans. I'll be setting up the sketches on that, so I know exactly where I need to paint and all of that. I'll update y'all when the glow-in-dark paint arrives.
Much later.
It's been a couple days since I last spoke to you guys, but the paint has arrived. Most important paint from this order was these invisible glow paints. So I got a blue one and a purple one. These are very important for the current projects I'm working on, you know, the solo leveling customs. I'll be able to apply this purple paint to the custom shoes, especially the right shoe that is mostly purple glow. So this has basically like a transparent finish to it, I think. It didn't really have any color, but once I shine the UV light on it, it shows up as purple, and I also think it has some lingering glow afterwards. So I got both a blue version of that and also a stardust version of it. I'm not sure if it's more greenish or glowy, like yellowy. I'll have to test that out before I know. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't know why I bought these. I also bought some black light paints. These only glow when you shine the UV light on it. I don't know why I decided to buy these, because I already have glow-in-dark paint, which also shines afterwards you turn off the lights. So this is actually kind of like a downgrade from this one. As you can see, the colors right here are kind of like rosa right now. They are more reddish than purple, so I'll be repainting all the areas of his aura to the purple color I would like. So yeah, man, let's just get back to work and make this shit happen. I started over again, painting over the previous pinkish layer, just with my normal purple acrylic leather paint. Once done, I used the Neon Paradise purple, and I mixed in a bit of purple invisible glow, you know, to get the lingering glow effect. Now this part took longer than I actually expected, but god damn did it feel right knowing I was finally on the right path again. It was a setback, yes, but honestly, it was much needed, because now I know exactly what to do if I want to get a better glowing effect for purple colors. See, there's no need to crash out, it all comes full circle. I really like doing the line work on these designs. I don't know, something about these specifically just looks clean as hell. I think it's how the purple glow shines on his skin. It just makes it look tough as hell. I normally don't do this for customs, but since this is a deluxe custom, I'm painting the tip of the shoes too. So for the left tip, I'm going with a close-up of his eyes so I can draw more focus to the blue glow in his eyes. I think that'll match the rest of the shoe perfectly. And for the right shoe tip, I went with a semi close-up. That way it was easier to show off his Monarch's Domain ability and make it match the rest of the shoe design. Also, the client had a request to have Jinwoo's key phrase arise somewhere on the shoes, so I added it to the outer design of each shoe, with glow and dark effects too, of course. Yeah, gang, we finished the first pair of this huge order I have going on right now. But we have the first shoe of Jinwoo, the inner side, the outer side, and also of course the tip. Still need to add my tag. I'll do that as the last part. It looks pretty sick, honestly, if I have to say so myself. Like, the whole completed image of this custom is way better than I actually imagined. So yeah, we officially have the first pair knocked down in my biggest order ever. Let's move on to the next pair, which is gonna be the Dragon Ball customs. For the Dragon Ball Vans, my client wanted both Goku and Vegeta in their Super Saiyan 4 forms. I know people don't mess with GT, but you gotta admit, they gave us Super Saiyan 4 and those designs are tough as hell. Gotta give them their props. I remember loving all the Dragon Ball PS2 games that had Super Saiyan 4 in it. This design is just making me so nostalgic, bro. I just wish I could go back to those days. Hey, for real, let me know which Super Saiyan form is your favorite. Let me know in the comments. My favorite has always been Super Saiyan 2, but I decided to give Goku and Vegeta each their own shoe. So Goku on the right and Vegeta on the left. I thought it would look tough as hell to have their backs against each other on the shoe tips, but I was a bit conflicted if I should make orange, red, or yellow the dominant colors of this design. I ended up going with yellow to match and kinda enhance the aura of their Super Saiyan forms. I tried to have some of their signature moves included in these designs. So on Goku's side, I wanted to display his Dragon Fist. But sadly, I didn't have enough space to paint the dragon itself. On Vegeta's side, I wanted to paint him doing his final shine attack. That move has always been so clean to me, bro. Ever since I was younger playing the games. And the green turquoise and the green bluish color is so unique, man. I'm sure it'll look fire in this design. For the back of the shoe, I painted close-ups of each of their eyes. This fits perfectly for Vans custom. Now, I didn't make this design glow in dark because Vans are made out of fabric, so I wasn't sure how the glow in dark paint would dry on it. I'll have to experiment on that a bit more before I officially include glow in dark effects on my custom Vans. I've seen it done on jackets with airbrushing, so I know it's possible. Now we're finished with the second pair, gang. Man, we're flying through this custom. What's going on? We got the Goku shoe here and the Vegeta shoe here. They look really crisp as well. I haven't applied any finisher to any of the shoes yet. I'll need to heat set these before I apply the finisher because that's what I have to do on fabric shoes. I've actually never done a leather pair of Vans. I don't think they make leather pairs. Anyways, but I'll save that for the last part of my whole custom project. Now we only got one last pair left, which is the One Piece Jordans. For the One Piece Jordans, my client wanted the customs to be based on Luffy and Zoro. But he also wanted Chopper to be included on the Zoro design, which is interesting. I mean, Chopper is a fan favorite, so I understand. Also, I don't think I've ever painted Chopper before, so hey, I was hyped. Zoro is probably my favorite Straw Hat besides Luffy, obviously. So you can imagine how geeked I was for this custom order. I do prefer his post-timeskip design instead of his pre-timeskip fit, so I'm happy my client went with that. Now, the thing is, I wanted to include all of Zoro's 3 swords in this design, which is basically why I went with these poses. For the outer Zoro design, I wanted to show off his King of Hell haki, so I took inspiration from his fight against King. I think that's when he did the Dragon Damnation move, I think it's called. And by making this design inspired by that, I knew I could really make his green haki pop with the glow in dark effects. I wanted to go with the same concept for the inner design, but still making it a bit different, you know? So instead of painting the exact same Dragon Damnation haki, I went with his Tatsumaki. Now, I haven't watched One Piece in a minute, but I really don't see him using this move that much anymore. But all the OGs know what it is. But all in all, I think the green glow in dark color has been the easiest paint to work with so far. It feels a bit thicker than the others, and I only had to mix in a bit of yellow to get a brighter tone. I still wanted his 3 swords to be in the frame. I really think this angle captures all 3 perfectly. I also made sure to still include Chopper, of course. I do wonder if we're ever gonna see if Zoro's closed eye has any special ability. It's been a mystery for the longest time. Some people say it might be like Mihawk's, but honestly, I don't think so. Now for the final Luffy design. My client was pretty clear he didn't want base Luffy, but instead he wanted Gear 5 Luffy. We might as well go all out if we're gonna do a deluxe custom, right? Now for this outer design, I went for the moment where he grabbed lightning in his fight against Kaido. That moment was legendary, man. Bro was tweaking when he used that Tomb Force. I've always wanted to paint this moment. It's been stuck in my head for the longest time, ever since I saw that fight. And I really knew I could make this design go crazy with the glow in dark paint. It was basically the perfect opportunity. But hey, has Luffy ever done this move ever since his fight with Kaido? Let me know in the comments. And for the inner shoe design of Luffy, I wanted to display his Conqueror's haki and also a more typical Joy Boy pose. So I think this design shows both pretty accurately. It's actually a nice contrast to the other side where Luffy is on demon time with his devious smile. And this design I'm painting right now, he's more happy and not as much I'm gonna slap the shit out of you type of energy. I also came to realize I actually like the shading of Gear 5's clouds. They aren't exactly gray, but they got like a hint of purple in there too. Makes the design interesting to look at, and the red hockey is actually also a good contrast to the blue lightning on the other side of the shoe. I knew from the start I wanted to go with close-ups for the shoe tips on the One Piece customs, and for Zoro I still wanted to include one of his swords somehow, so I just paint him holding one in his mouth, and I also made sure to include the green glow from his haki. And for Luffy, I really wanted to show his smile whenever he goes demon time in his Gear 5 form. That shit is too tough. And I also decided to go with some iconic haki for some extra aura points, you know. Man, I used to pray for times like this. We are done with the One Piece customs as well. We have the Luffy shoe here, and of course also the Zoro shoe here. Bro, we actually made it this far. I don't even know how long it's been. Maybe a month and a half since I started on the first pair of shoes. It's been a minute. I've been working on these shoes for a hot minute. I've also been working on YouTube videos on the side and stuff like that. So the Jordans are all glow in dark. I've never made glow in dark sneakers before. This is my very first time doing it. They look amazing in the dark as well. It's insane. I won't show you all right now, but stick by until the end of this video and you will see all the glow in dark effects. Before I show you all the glow in dark effects and all that, it wouldn't truly be a Dusty custom if I didn't customize the shoe box as well. So we're actually gonna go back and do all the shoe boxes as well. Yes, I know, man. I'm going above and beyond for all my clients. All ready for that? Alright, man, let's get it. I started with the Vans shoe box because I usually don't paint on Vans shoe boxes. So I was excited to see how it really looks. And I gotta say, you can really make some dope designs if you keep some of the elements from the original shoebox design. I painted Goku on one side and Vegeta on the other. I gotta mention, it's a bit harder to paint on a Vans shoebox due to the limited amount of space, but the paint also dries really fast on this material. So that's a plus. As my first Vans shoebox design, I'm actually more than satisfied with this. The One Piece shoebox was pretty straightforward. I knew I wanted Zoro on one side and Luffy in Gear 5 on the other. Now I do love painting Gear 5 Luffy laughing like this, but the most interesting part of this artwork is the glow and dark effects that I'm gonna include. Yeah, it's not only the shoes, but the shoebox as well. Bro, I'm no I'm cooking with this one. You can't lie to me. I didn't notice this until now, but the dark background of the Jordan box really helps making your designs pop. So I know this one's gonna be fire. The solo leveling shoebox was a bit more challenging because I was thinking of doing one side with his typical blue aura and the other side purple, just like I've done with the shoes. But I think for the shoebox design, it'll look better with just going for the original blue design as the dominant color. It works better for this type of clean and simple design. I was thinking of doing Jinwoo on one side and Ikaris on the other, but I don't know, I think it would be kind of biased since Ikaris is my favorite shadow. But I'm really excited to show you all how this blue color glows in the dark. It's gonna be sensational, gang. Yo, I'm officially finished with my biggest custom shoe commission ever. 3 pairs of shoes for one client, man. This is crazy. When I first got this order, I really thought it was gonna be a breeze. Boy, was I dead wrong. As you guys saw, I've literally brought you guys along the road towards finishing this project. You've seen me complete it from start to finish, man, and thank you so much for sticking by until the end. I've been working on this project since February, man, for almost 3 months. Right now, as I'm recording this, we are in the very beginning of May. So much time, so much effort, so much focus and patience has gone into this project. But that's also what makes this whole project very special to me and just wholesome. Because moments like these where I'm standing in front of a huge order like this these are the moments that remind me how far I've come as an artist. Like for real, no cap. I remember the days I was struggling to barely get one order. And now I'm standing in front of this, a whole project of 3 pairs of shoes. I've really come a long way to even be able to handle all of this. But yeah, man, I honestly just want to say thank you all so much for watching this video. I think it's one of the longest custom shoe videos I've ever made. It's been a minute since I've even done a custom shoe video, and I know a lot of you all followed me and subscribed to me in the very beginning of my channel because I made custom shoes. I'm really happy to be back to making these type of videos, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and also like this video to make it reach more people. If you want to share this cool artwork I just made with other people, that would mean the world to me, man. Because you guys are really a big help when it comes to growing my brand. The only thing I can do really is put in the work like I did with this project, and you guys are basically the messengers. So if you want more people to know about the Dusty Mic brand. Feel free to share this video. Feel free to like this video. Feel free to hype this video. I've heard like you're able to hype videos now. I'm not sure what it really does if you're able to hype this video up. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping your ears off now. It's time for me to show you all the final results of my biggest custom shoe commission ever. Enjoy.
Joy Boy has returned! I will become the king of hell.
He has a bounty of 1,111,000,000 berries. That's Pirate Hunter Sword.
I will not let you destroy my world! Goku. Son Goku! You say I'm arrogant, I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the Saiyan I am. The mighty prince of the ultimate warrior race!
How could I have forgotten? It's survival of the fittest in this world. This isn't coincidence or charity. The system wants me to live.